Alright guys, we're here again with Dylan Reznikov, 2009 World Muay Thai Champion, Liam Reznikov, the head coach of VT1 Gym and their MMA core system. Okay, so Dylan today is going to show us some techniques that he uses and teaches our fighters to land on the sweet spots, basically. And there's a story and where he got this idea from, and of course they're basic combos, but the principle comes from Musashi. If you've read Musashi's Book of Five Rings, you know about Musashi. He used to beat people, of course, by using wooden swords, but that wasn't his secret. What he would do was, and you can see this during the Jose Aldo Mark Hominick fight, what happens is guys get used to certain ranges for tight punches, okay? So Dylan throws a right cross, I'm used to slipping back, I'm used to slipping to the side or cutting back slightly with my foot. And I can get out of the way of good sharp punches. Now if Dylan throws a punch and he overextends slightly and I'm used to this range, what's going to happen is he's going to cream me. And Mark Hominick, you know, he spars with pro boxers all the time, but Jose Aldo was overreaching on his punches and those extra 3 inches were nailing him. So what Musashi used to do was, he used to get his swords and he used to carve an extra 3 or 4 inches. So when the guys would move out of the way of the sword strike, there'd be an extra couple of inches here and that's all you need. Okay, so what Dylan applied this to is applying it to how to land kicks and use your feet as an extension of your arms. If you notice, obviously, it gives you an extra couple of inches on the end of your hand. So there's just some basic combos that he uses to nail people. Okay guys, so I'm going to give you 3 basic combinations and I'm going to just explain a little bit the balance as well. So when we do the right cross, and they get used to the distance, but what I'm going to do, you see Anderson Silva is he brings his head forward. It gives him a false sense of distancing, and from here, boom, he can kick under. That's not what we're doing right now. We do a right cross, guys, and from here I'm going to either do it at the top of my foot, lift my toes up, and I'm going to kick right under the chin. Okay, we've seen that a few times in the past couple of UFCs. Can we just get something out of the way here, please? Steven Seagal kicked my ass. In Thai boxing, they've been doing it for thousands of years, and he does it to me he did it to me 10 years ago when he first came back from Thailand. Touch hands. Oh, they do it all the time. It is not Steven Seagal's kick. I'm surprised he can even lift his leg above his waist. Back to the positive things. Okay, guys. So from here, you do a right cross. If it just misses them, boom, right under the chin. Okay, that's the first one. The second one is one of my favorite ones. I'm going to show you a little trick of ours. I'm going to throw a left hook, bang. Now some of the guys cover like this, some of them just use their hands. If they just use their hands, sometimes it'll slide off their head. And watch what I do, I align my head and my foot for balance, and I lean back and boom, right on the chin. And again guys, I said it in some of the previous videos, yes, shins are great for kicking legs, sometimes the head, but don't forget about the foot. Okay, all it takes is a small little hit on the chin and they'll drop. So watching guys, you can go throw a left hook, even if it misses them, okay, bang, hit them, I lean back and I hit with my foot. You can see it's an extension, bang. And I don't even have to switch on that, and there's no telegraphing. And the lucky last one guys is one of my favorite ones, especially because if I throw a left hook, they lift their hands up and what is he left open? My favorite. Now watch again, I line my head and my foot, I lean back into the liver. Okay, I'll show you guys from the other side. You can actually see my foot landing on Liam's liver. So go throw a left hook, bang, his hand comes right up, boom, I lean back right on the liver. You guys might notice, we'll shoot it from this angle, that if he rotates his shoulder completely, he's got no power left to give to his leg. So he's got to save some power for his leg. So when he hooks on this one, you notice he throws the hook, but he doesn't turn the shoulder fully. And that gives him a couple more inches to add a little bit of power to that kick. And that's all it takes. And especially when you throw a bit harder. It's a little bit harder. Okay. He's being very nice to me. But anyway, so guys, it's a really good way to think of how to land kicks. Every time you throw a cross, you add an extra couple inches to your right head kick. You throw a jab, extra couple inches to your left head kick. You throw a cross here, you can lift up the left. You throw a left, you can lift up the left. It just gives you a couple of inches to add to the end. Think of Musashi and think of how he used that to defeat all his opponents. And guys, just a little tip with the timing of it as well, which is going in a bit more advanced stuff. If you throw a left hook and then you wait, his hands are dropped, he's ready, he can probably drop his elbow into it. It needs to be 1, 2. So 1, boom. It needs to be 1, 2. He's lost his flexibility. Okay guys, etc. So you really want to make sure it's 1, 2, not 1 then 2. It's 1, 2. Okay, they'll catch by a surprise. You use your hand as a blinder, the eyes are probably closed so they can't see. As they drop it, bang, let's hit them with the kick.